about to get started on Kim's world famous Red Velvet Cupcakes.
Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Yes, okay.
Tell me the time.
Yes, okay, so what are we gonna do first?
So, first, you want to crack your egg.
Okay, think I can handle that.
I'm sure you'll be good.
Ooh.
Right.
Ready.
And then you want to add your oil, which was right underneath the egg.
Okay.
So it's 1 egg, and this is 6 ounces of oil.
Okay, now what kind of oil are we talking about
This
here?
is canola oil.
Canola oil. Okay, now can we use an alternative oil like olive oil or anything
Yes.
like that? Okay.
Well, olive oil is a little bit of a different type of texture, but you can use it.
Okay.
So in other words, let's say you ran out.
Yes.
And you only have 4 ounces of canola oil. Yes, you can cheat and use an additional 2 of the other.
Okay, a little blend, a little remix.
Absolutely,
Okay.
because I mean, I don't want to say oil is oil, but it works. It'll be fine.
All right.
Next, you want to do, how much is this? Half a teaspoon of baking soda.
Okay.
Right on in there.
Boop.
And this is a 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt.
All right. Bop.
And what you're going to do is you're going to take your spatula
Yes.
and mix it up. I also brought a whisk just in case it gets a little thick. So the egg and the oil won't completely incorporate itself because it will emulsify with the sugar, and emulsify just means it'll come together.
Okay, thank you. Did you see my head slowly
Oh,
turn?
no, yeah. I got you.
Okay.
So once that's decently mixed together,
Okay, is this decent?
that looks good. Cause
Okay.
it looks like about mine.
All right, good.
You're good to go. Then you're gonna take your sugar,
Okay.
which is also 6 ounces. So this recipe, the oil and the sugar are the same. Like they're the same measurement.
All right, now I see we're using granulated sugar.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is the difference between using granulated and maybe like a powdered sugar or brown sugar or?
So powdered sugar is more of like for using for icing things.
Okay.
It's a lighter texture, so you don't really want to bake with it. It actually will just kind of like melt on you. And brown sugar tends to be a lot sweeter, which is why you tend to use brown sugars in cookies, because it'll be a sweeter type of texture.
Okay.
And so we're gonna mix these together.
We're gonna incorporate.
We're actually gonna emulsify.
Okay. All right.
I'm just kidding. We're gonna mix these two together until they are pretty much combined. And you kind of want the sugar and the oil to come together pretty much like that. So that's what I say, go on and get in there.
Okay.
Like how your oil and your sugar still kind of separate. Go on and get in. So yeah, you good. You good to go.
Yeah, all right.
Next, you'll have your flour. This is 1 cup and 1/4 cup of flour, and then half a tablespoon of powdered sugar. Because what people don't realize is that Red Velvet cake is just literally a chocolate cake colored gold.
Okay. So we got a little bit of cocoa powder. We got a little bit of flour.
And this is all-purpose flour.
Okay. Now, when we say all-purpose, is there another kind of flour? I've only had
Absolutely.
all-purpose.
There are bread flours, which you can use for literally making bread. It's like, it has a higher gluten content.
Okay.
So you would make literally like your dinner rolls. It's all good. Yes. You make dinner rolls with that. And then there's also cake flour. And cake flour is similar to AP flour, but I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all Google it if I'm incorrect. It has, I think, baking soda in it, and I think it's sifted a lot finer, so it's a finer type of flour. So for cakes, you can also use it. I just prefer to use AP flour. And the reason I have the whisk is just in case this gets a little tough and you want to really like get going,
Okay.
you can use the whisk. However, when I'm at home and I'm using a mixer, I'm using a paddle attachment and not a whisk attachment, because you never want to over mix your cake, because then you'll have a tough cake.
Okay, and when you say tough cake, you mean it won't be as like
dry.
Oh, dry. Interesting. Okay, is that because like the gluten or something?
Yes,
is being...
it's called you over process the gluten, and it just becomes really tough. And it's like gluten kind of like binds itself together, so you kind of want to just mix it until it's like together. You great. You grew it. You're groupie. We the same.
Look at us.
She getting it.
It's twins. It's twin town.
So next, you're gonna take your vinegar. It's 1 tablespoon of vinegar.
Okay, and then remind me, what is the vinegar doing?
The vinegar is going to help with the leavening or rising of your cake.
Okay.
You don't have to put vinegar in all your cakes. It just helps to interact with the baking soda and it'll make it nice and light, fluffy.
Okay.
Your vanilla. This is half a tablespoon of vanilla.
Okay.
And we're gonna go ahead and mix that in there.
Okay, now you reminded me of something when you mentioned the baking soda and the vinegar reacting. We're talking about science fair, 5th grade, volcano action.
Absolutely.
That's what's happening here.
Absolutely. So you don't have to mix this all the way because we're adding more liquids to this.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and you're adding the whole bottle.
Oh.
I already have it prepped for you. The whole bottle of red.
Okay.
So just go on and get it in there.
All right, now, for those people out there who want an alternative to dye, how else can we make this red?
Beet juice.
Beet juice. Okay. That is the natural red.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So before there was a such thing as food coloring, people put beet juice in their cakes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You know, learn a little history lesson too.
Yes. Okay, now, I don't know if you've heard of this.
What?
Blue velvet cakes.
I feel like are the same thing, just colored blue.
just red food dye.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can make any color red velvet cake or velvet cake.
Yes.
Okay.
And velvet cakes usually tend to have buttermilk in them, which we're about to add right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have. You good? You haven't jumped ahead.
Okay.
And this is how much is this? Half a cup, so 4 ounces.
Okay. I got really excited about making this red and getting to the
Oh, you're good. I only did it because it's just all liquid. They're all going to get mixed in at the same time.
Okay.
So let's go on and get it in there.
Well, we're saving this. We're not doing it that way. Look at me, eager beaver.
Yeah. It's
Whoa, folks.
Yes.
Folks.
And just kind of take your time. Fold it in there.
Yeah, it's going from brown to red, and I'm very excited about it.
Make sure you scrape the bottom.
Yeah.
That looks great.
That looks great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ooh.
So now,
Yes.
we're going to fill in our molds.
Okay.
And I brought you your little cake liners. I brought plenty because it would have been so smug on my face to not have brought enough.
Okay.
So we're just gonna. And this recipe makes exactly 12.
Ooh.
You gotta know your portions. That's how you save money.
Exactly. And that's how you save on dieting as well. Portion control, people.
And then you're just gonna take your scoop, level it right on off, put it on in there. That's it.
What times 12?
Times 12. Do this 12 times.
Okay. Without making a mess.
Without making a mess. It's easy. Don't be scared.
I'm very nervous.
It's all about confidence. Just get it on in there.
Okay.
So the trick is to get it on the side of your bowl.
Yes.
And scrape it.
Okay.
So that way, you see how you have all that excess?
I sure do have excess.
Just get it on in there.
Okay.
Show that bowl who's boss and just grab it.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You see how smooth and silky that is?
That is smooth and silky.
I'm just saying.
Okay, now what's this deal with eggs and not eating raw eggs?
It's really the flour.
The flour?
It's really the flour. Because if you think about it, for breakfast, a lot of the times some people will eat eggs with the runny yolk.
This is true.
It's really the flour, because flour usually has a contaminant of salmonella.
Oh.
That's really the issue. It's not actually the eggs, it's the flour.
Wow. Flip this around. Do you see what is happening here?
Gorgeous. Whose is who? I can't even tell.
You can't even tell. Okay, maybe we'll be able to taste the difference. We should have a blind taste test.
First of all, the ingredients are exactly the same.
Okay.
If they taste any kind of different, that means I measured things incorrect. They should be identical.
Or it could be because my egg was darker. I'm just saying, who knows what that chicken was up to?
I mean, yeah, you never just know.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we're gonna put them in the oven for about 24 minutes. And I like to set a timer on like my phone or on my watch, so that way I know personally how much time it has been. And we are good to go.
Okay, so looky what we have. Cupcakes.
I'm excited.
Yes.
So now,
yes.
Red Velvet. What goes with Red Velvet?
Cream cheese, frosting, of course.
The best icing. I love it.
Yes.
So I decided it was gonna be jazzy today, and let you have a choice. You want a round tip or a star tip?
I'm gonna be bold and adventurous.
You are.
And go with the star tip.
Okay, let's get with it.
Okay.
All right. So let's take a few out. Let's take it like 3 out.
Okay.
Then we're gonna put the rest to the side. So for mine, what I like to do with a round tip is literally, you always want to hold the, I guess you could say this is the bottom, because I did proclaim it as the bottom.
Yes, you did.
And just do like a gentle squeeze until the ancestors tell you to stop. And then you stop. And you do like a little whip of the wrist.
Okay, whip of the wrist, flip it
flip of the wrist.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and
okay.
so make sure you secure at the top and then just kind of hold in the middle. Just squeeze. Yep, there you go. Then push. Now get pushing. Push it real good. Push it until you feel comfortable stopping, and you good to go.
Look at that.
So and now what I like to actually do with star tips is go like in a circle. So you'll start at like the front and just push.
Whoa, okay, all right, that's an advanced move.
Just slightly, so you're just gonna make a circle and keep on pushing.
Okay.
You're doing great. Now go in the middle of this. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Keep it going.
Yep.
Now the flick of the wrist.
Flick of the wrist.
Flick of the wrist. And now let's say you want to get a little jazzy. You can do a
little dollop.
Little dots. Little dots.
A little dollop will do ya. Okay, let's see.
You know, do whatever you want. This is fun.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
This thing, supposed to be pressure filled. This is fun. And guess what? It's all going in the tummy.
Right.
So it's fine.
I don't think your mouth has a preference.
I don't think so either.
I don't, no. Flick of the wrist.
It's bam. And there you go. You have decorated your own cupcakes and they look amazing. Amazing. There you go. They're gorgeous. Gorgeous.
And the frosting is gorgeous too.
I mean, cream cheese icing is delicious.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
You just made cupcakes and icing. That's it.
Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome.
This has been a pleasure.
This was amazing. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You feel free to come back anytime.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
As long as there's cream cheese frosting, you're invited here. That's your currency.
Oh, that's it? Oh, that's easy.
That's your ticket into the door.
Gas is like $5. I can do icing.
Yes.
Instead.
Absolutely. We barter here. Icing is our golden currency.
I'm good with that.
I love it. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for watching Art Skoolie. Come back, subscribe, see more, and there's going to be links to all of Kim's information down below. Thank you.